हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। लेट्स सी मार्केट में आज क्या हुआ और कल क्या हो सकता है। अगर आप ऑर्डर फ्लो की बात करोगे ऑन निफ्टी, तो अगर आप देख सकते हो पूरा फ्लैट ऑर्डर फ्लो था। 511 2000 कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स, 1800 1900 एंड इवेंचुअली वी क्लोज्ड एट जस्ट 381। कल हमने, इफ यू रिमेंबर, वी डिस्कस दैट निफ्टी हैड मेड अ वीक एरिया, और आज का अगर आप लो देखोगे तो एग्जैक्टली वीक एरिया था विच इज 19303। ये हमने यहाँ पे yesterday हमने ड्रॉ भी किया था। नाउ आई विल रिमूव दिस वीक एरिया। now market doesn't have any weak area here, so for markets, it's a normal day. Then tomorrow I think important level for market to cross is this one, which is around the 19360 level. And then, if you see, we have a single print resistance which is on the above lines. So that's for nifty. So nifty, the resistance should be around 19404 to 19428. If market sustain above 19438, or let's say 19435, we will see a short covering into the markets, and positionally long only when we close above 19530. That's the stance remains the same. If you see today, there was no volumes on the market on order flow, and if you see the trade that happened was very in a very small range. The trade happened today. Then on the lower side, this would be act as a support. This 19 to 80 will act as a support for the market. So markets has a multiple supports on the lower side. First is this one, which is around 19 280 to 19 to 78. Second support would be around 19 to 50 to 60 to 19 to 56, and then we have a lower support. So this is the structure for the market for now. If I see bank nifty also, we saw very small trade. Single print is not tested yet, so it is still holding. And bank
Connection
nifty
lost.
tested the weak area, but not completely. I think still bank nifty has to cover the upper weak area, which is around 44854. Okay, and then we have a single print resistance which is around 45 to 56 to 45 405 around levels. If you see the order flow on the bank nifty, yesterday we discussed about one level. If you remember, I told you that on this level 44 44480 to 444463, so this is 20-point zone. We saw a huge buying that happened, right? And if you see today's low is exactly at that level. So we opened that level. We opened up, then we came to that level here. First we took a support, then in the second half also we came exactly to the same level and we took a support, and we still closed above that level, which is 44480. So I think we got some scalping moves, but nothing happened, because if you see the volumes in the markets was kind of a very less. If you see the volumes overall, we just started with 293 258, all this, and there was no volumes. So now guys, you again, I'll reiterate, when there is a volume into the markets, we get a bigger moves into options. Today again there were no moves. If you see yesterday's moves, because we had a good amount of buying onto the order flow. If you see the numbers, 8,000 contracts, 11,000, 12,000, around that. And today it was just 3 to 4,000 contracts, so we don't have a momentum today. Yesterday we had a momentum. So this way order flow helps the small retail people who are mainly the option buyers into the markets. Now what next for the market? So for next, again, this is the lower level support, it would act as a support, which is 44,390 to 44,380, 10 points support zone. And then we will have a supports on the lower side, which is around at this level, 44,285 and all this level. So if this level breaks, maybe we see a sharp cut into the prices. And high we just discussed, right? 44,856 would be the first target, and then we will have a single print resistance onto the upper side. Fin nifty also, if you see, very kind of a sideways, because I think no volumes on nifty and bank nifty, so fin nifty normally goes sideways. HDFC bank trying to give some moves, and it's trying to go up. Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, all kind of a sideways. If you see the low of ICICI Bank is exactly near to the single print that we discussed, 966, and if this holds, then ICICI Bank can bounce back. SBI also sideways. I think few stocks that we discussed, like one of the Federal Bank. I think Federal Bank opened up, but I did not able to sustain. But overall, kind of a sideways momentum. But still, the view is same as the Federal Bank is above, well above the levels. RBL Bank side completely sideways. I think others were sideways, but I think if you see Reliance exactly high was a single print. So yesterday we discussed if the markets, if Reliance go above 2454, then only we will look for a buy into a Reliance. But if you see today's high exactly 2454, and Reliance were not able to go, on the upside direction. So Reliance saw a resistance. So until 2454 is crossed, there would not be any short covering into the Reliance. So wait and watch. Bajaj Finance also we discussed. If you see exact low is at a single print, and then we saw the upper momentum, but whole day it was doing the consolidation. So kind of a sideways momentum that we see into that. Rest all, I think, kind of a sideways. Maruti still holding the single print, and but after that sideways. I think the important stock Ashok Leyland also we were discussing, but it crossed the level and we saw some short covering, but in the end we saw some selling as well into the Ashok Leyland. LNT, is between two single prints. If you see, yes, today's low is exactly single print, high is exactly at a single print. So maybe we will see one directional move if we go about 26 25 or 27 27. Let's say we might see a again to retest the high that was made. So about 27 27 we might see a 2763 levels into the into this. HUL, is at a single print, closed at a single print. So keep an eye. But normally this stock is not very preferred for trading because it has it doesn't work that well. But yeah, that's fine. If you want to see, I think I would say HUL at a support level. Then today, which stock gave a move? Exactly the DLF above 850, 487. We got a good move up for around 10, 12 points onto this counter. Then I think Chola Finance, kind of a move we got in the end. But I think, yeah, so that's it. I think overall, if you see, we have um, multiple things to look for the expiry. Lupin, if you see exactly from a single print, got a selling and then bounced back again from a lower single print. So I think those who are new to the channel, single print is a very strong concept, and it you usually get the trades into the markets on the single prints. Everywhere you can see the single print trades across the globe. Okay, so now if you see also sell exact high is at a single print, which is around 88.55. So now tomorrow, or with the below the with the expiry, if 88.55, we get a good close above that, maybe we might see a targets of around 91 into sell. I think overall, steel pack is looking good. So keep an eye. Hindalco is also looking good. If you see today's high exactly was a single print only, and then markets consolidated at a single print. So if the single print is broken, then we might see around 466 levels into the Hindalco as well. And Tata Steel also is looking for a earlier single prints that we had here, kind of a important level where we had a multiple resistances. So I think I'll wait for Tata Steel to cross around 121 levels, and then we might see some movement into it, guys. So this is how single print works. All the stocks, they have a single print. If you see JSW Steel as well, the low that it made in currently, it was exactly at a single print. So I think I can go talk, give you multiple example of single prints, guys. But yeah, I think those who follow us, they know, it is a very important concept. HDFC Life, just for you, made a single print. I can show you this single print, so you can keep a track on this stock, which is around 430 to 432. So 432.5. So around 2.5 rupees stop loss. You can look for a trades either side. So guys, I think that's it from my side. Escort also single print. If you see UPL, yeah, exactly registered to the single print. So every other stock, this single print concept works. I can go on, but yeah, I think Adani Ports also made a single print. If you want to see 817.60 to 815.85, Voltas made a single print. If you see the low of Voltas was at a single print, it took a pause and then a rally into Voltas. Asian Paints, if you see the high exactly at a single print, 32.82, 83. So guys, there are multiple stocks. I can show you multiple things. If you see today, Power Grid, in this morning it took a support at a single print and then water move. So if you see the high of a single print was 247.90 to low was 247.55. So 0.50, maybe 1 rupees, if you enter above the single print with 1 rupee stop loss below, you got a move of around 3-4 rupees. So 1:4 ka targets you can easily achieve onto the single prints. Yeah, so I think here also, if you see AB Capital high is a single print, until unless 182.70 is crossed, we will not able to look for a buying trade here into this M&M. Every other stock, if you see the M&M high from last 2 days, exactly, it is resisting the single print, guys. So I hope you are learning something, looking at our videos. I think LKM also was thing. So near to a single print only, and the lower single print which would act as a support would be 34.65, and now it is consolidating after a sharp down move from a all-time high. But right now it is at a support which is 36.72. It took a support. Now it has multiple single print to cross if he wants to go up. So 38 110 would be a single print that it has to cross, and then it has to cross 3900 to go for a upper move or upper targets. So guys, I'll just show you a disclaimer. What is happening into the that the views shared here are only for education purpose. Please do not take any trade or investment decision. आप अपने financial advisor से consult कर सकते हो if you want to take any trade or investment decision. We are not responsible for loss due to content in the video. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. As I always say, be passionate about the markets, learn about the markets. They will pay you dividends in a longer run. Thank you. Thanks. Bye bye.